Now we move on to the next sorting technique called list and table sorts. Of course, these sorting techniques are less used. The first one, let us see the list sort technique. Apart from radix sort and merge sort, which are your external sorting techniques, all the sorting methods require excessive data movement. That means in the merge sort, we do not move the data highly, and radix sort completely avoids the movement of the data items. Rather, it uses a bucketing concept in which the data items are placed temporarily. Next, records may be physically moved. As a result of comparisons, records may be physically moved. When number of records is too large, it degrades the performance of the sorting procedures. This is a well-known real fact. When the number of movements is more, then the complexity increases and the performance of that sorting technique procedure or sorting technique degrades. Thus, with large records, it is necessary to modify the sorting method so as to minimize the data movement. For this purpose, methods such as insertion sort and iterative merge sort can be modified to work with the linked list rather than sequential list. Sequential list means array, and on linked list also we may have to apply the sorting procedures. In that case, we need to rearrange the data items based on their addressing concept also. That means the address of each data item may need to be removed or moved. So in this case, each record will require an additional link field, so that simply changes in the link fields to reflect the change in the position of the records in the list. So in the records of the list, we can simply make the changes in the address field or the link field so that the sorting can be easily done. At the end of the sorting process, the records are linked together in the required order. This modified sorted process is known as list sort. Consider a list of records as R1, R2 to Rn with the corresponding link fields. In list sort, initially set a pointer variable as a first that points to the smallest element of the list. Then interchange the records that are present in R1 and R first. Now the record in the position R1 has the smallest key. The same procedure is repeated for records R2 to Rn. At the end of n-1th pass, all the records are available in sorted order. This particular procedure looks something like our selection sort, in which we will be selecting the least value present in the list of data items by scanning the entire array once and then swapping the data item with the first data item so that the list value is placed at its proper location. Here we are using the linked list along with the linked concept also. Consider the following list of records with link fields as an example. Here we consider 5 links or 5 nodes in a linked list named from R1 through R5. The data items or keys are 26, 5, 77, 1 and 61. And the address of these data items are 9, 6, 0, 2 and 3. The link fields I am talking about. First is the data variable that we are using to point to the location where the least data item of the list is available. Here in the pass one, we scan the entire list and find the least value or least key is present at 4th position. So first is equal to 4. Interchange R1 and R4 records, then it becomes the values as 1 placed at its proper location. Then R4 has the value that was previously available at that R1 location along with the link fields. Now, second data item. Since the first data item is placed in its proper location, we don't consider it, and the remaining data, from the remaining data items, we are searching for the second data item. The least value is available at second position. Since R2 has the same value, the swapping also occurs with the same data item. So the list 1 and 5 are already sorted. Now the remaining values 77, 26 and 61 are to be sorted using the same list sort technique. Again, from the list of data items, the smallest value is available at 4th location. This is wrong. The third one, R3, also has the same location. 3, The smallest value is available at 26. So 26 is available at the same location. So it is also sorted. Next comes is among 77 and 61. We have 61 at 5th location. This should be modified as R3 to R3. Next, first is equal to 5. That means the next smallest data item is available at this location. So 61 is available at 5. So R4 and R5 are modified together. So R4 and R5 are interchanged so that the values 61 and 77 are placed at a proper location. Finally, the sorted list of records is 1, 5, 26, 61 and 77. Appropriately, we are changing the links also. Finally, if the list consists n records, the number of swap operations is m. Then total time complexity is order of n into m. There is another sorting technique available called table sort. The list sort technique is not well suited for quick sort and heap sort. Here we are using the selection sort procedure. Quick sort and heap sort cannot be applied on this particular list sort. For these sort methods as well as methods suited for list sort, it is necessary to maintain an auxiliary table as T with one entry per record. The entries in this table serve as an indirect reference to the records. This modified sorting process is referred to as table sort. It means apart from the array or the linked list, we also maintain one more table, hash table like type of data structure. Actually, it is not hash table. Table means it may be a two-dimensional array variable. Consider the list of records are given in the array A and table index values are in T. In table sort process, when records are shifted to some other location, table entries are also changed. At the end of the sorting process, the record with the smallest key is at A of T of 1 and that with the largest key is A of T of n. That means based on the values present in T of 1, the list is sorted in this table sort technique. Here, rearrangement of values is followed by a cycle process. It involves two types of such trivial and non-trivial cycle. In a trivial cycle for Ri, where I is the index, T of I is equal to I, no rearrangement is required. Since the condition T of I is equal to I means that the record with the ith smallest key is R of I. That means the value is at its proper location. So there is no rearrangement required. In a non-trivial cycle for Ri, that is T of I not equal to I, rearrangement is required to some other locations based on the specified conditions and so on. That means the value is not at its proper location. So we require some internal movement procedure. For that, there is a small logic defined, table sort, and this is an example. It is left for you to do the corresponding sorting process. Analysis. If the list contains n records, the number of swap operations is m only in non-trivial cycles. That is, in trivial cases, if the value is present at its proper location, there is no movement, there is no exchange. So the number of non-trivial cycles is only considered for the time complexity and it is order of n into m. Finally, the last concept of this sorting procedures called summary of sorting techniques. Sorting refers to the arrangement of data items either in ascending or descending order. Some of the most important sorting techniques we had seen were bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, med sort, etc. But basically, sorting techniques are classified into two types as internal sorting techniques and external sorting techniques. We know that internal sorting procedures are the procedures that are used on the data values present in internal memory or the primary memory. Internal sorting techniques are used to handle small amount of data. If the data values are present in RAM or primary memory, then we apply the internal sorting technique. Otherwise, we move on to the external sorting procedures. Examples for internal sorting procedures are bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort. You can revise these sorting techniques once again by going through the first unit itself. Then, sorting that performed with the interaction of the secondary storage devices like disks or tapes is called external sorting procedures. That means Heavy data values are not fit in your internal memory, so they are stored in external storage devices like hard disks, magnetic tapes, magnetic drives, and so on. But nowadays magnetic tapes are not used. If the data values are present in hard disks, then they can be sorted by using external sorting. In this case, some portion of the data are extracted into the main memory, then they are sorted, then they are retained in the secondary storage devices temporarily, and then the remaining part is stored back or collected back into the main memory, sorted, and then the previously sorted list of portion is sorted, combined with the second part or the third part, and so on. Now here the remaining data is in secondary storage devices that doesn't fit in the primary memory. External sorting techniques are used to handle large volume of data, as we discussed earlier. Here merge sort, tape sort, and disk sort are the examples of the external sorting techniques. Some of the key observations I present here. When we observe several sorting methods, no one method is best under all circumstances. One particular sorting technique is useful on the small data set, and one particular sorting technique is useful on heavy data set. Internal sorting techniques are good to handle limited amount of data, and external sorting techniques are good to handle large volume of data. Consider the following sorting techniques and performance characteristics. So here a simple table I am presenting called insertion sort, requiring n square number of comparisons for worst case and n square number of comparisons for average case. Heap sort requires order of n log n and average case order of n log n. Merge sort order of n log n and average case order of n log n. Quick sort requires n square complexity or n square time to complete in worst case and order of n log n time for average case. Insertion sort is good when the list is already partially ordered or consists small amount of data. Merge sort has the best average case behavior, but it requires more space compared to other sorting techniques. That means portion of the data is stored in the primary memory, the remaining portions are available in the secondary memory. Once that portion is sorted, the second portion is collected, and the process is done in different phases. That's why it may also be called as polyphase sorting procedure. The quick sort average case behavior is good, but it takes more time in case of worst case. In such a way, they lead to different performance characteristics based on the size of the input. If the size of the input is low, internal sorting procedures are better. And if the size of the list is heavy or huge, then we may have to go for external sorting procedures. So no sorting technique is good for all circumstances. Finally, we can conclude that quick sort is best compared to the other sorting techniques, since its average case time complexity is order of n log n and takes less space compared to external sorting procedures. In this case, the quick sort uses partition exchange sort, and in the first partition process itself, half of the list is already sorted and the remaining list is the remaining portion is sorted in the second partitioning phase. So we consider that, or we conclude that quick sort is the best compared to other sorting techniques. Thank you.